Hello everyone and welcome back to Rise of Industry. I do apologize for the last couple of days and also want to give a massive thank you to everyone who's been so incredibly patient and has been sending me incredibly warm and spirit uplifting messages about the house hunt, and I'm sure I'll find a wonderful place, etc, etc. I'm sure I will too. I just wish I was able to find it sooner rather than later. But thank you so much to everyone who has been sending me lovely messages in the comments. I have read them all and they have massively improved my mood, because it is a little bit wearing having to be hunting for a house, especially as the clock starts ticking down. But back to the game. We have, well, first, a very happy announcement to make. Colty Bear, you were favoured by Chaotricles. Well done, you have won the final key for Rise of Industry. And that's it, I have no more keys to give away. I do, my condolences to everyone who wasn't able to win a key, though I hope that me showcasing the game has helped you come to the decision on whether you would like to buy it yourself or not. As for the series though, well, we've got a couple of options for us. As you can see, I've gone ahead and I've saved a bit of time, or at least in terms of the recording, by moving down all of our cardboard and pulp mills. We've actually saved a little bit of money by no longer needing a water purifier up there. So far, I can see a little bit of pollution creeping in. We're going to have to keep a close look on that. We have also set up the cardboard transportation route all the way over here. So we are now actually requesting some cardboard here. Oh, we're requesting a decent amount, actually. We are requesting exactly 30 units. So enough to last us a fair while, because Austria is willing to use up 3 per 15 days, and Roster is willing to use up 2. So overall, that's not too bad. 10 every month, basically. So we're stockpiling enough for 3 months worth of consumption in the trade warehouse there. But as with everywhere else, I'm only allowing them to store 2 or rather 1 month's entire consumption in the shop itself to avoid driving the price down. Now, down here, that's a little bit deceptive. It looks really bad, but actually we're making a decent amount of money most of the time. But the first thing I would like to do in this episode, you know what? We've got our starter loan. Let's just pay it off. We've had that loan hanging over us for an awfully long time, and now it's gone. Happy days these are. Now, we can also, if we particularly want, assets are 32 million, wow. We can also change our HQ. I'm kind of inclined to do so. Sure, yeah, let's do that. We've now got a new HQ. We've got to unlock all kinds of different specializations and various industrial options to get the different looking HQs, but we're not going to worry about that one too much. In today's episode, we are, at long last, going to be working on our textiles industry. Now, we've got a pretty hefty amount of money flowing into the coffers. We don't need to worry over much about that. This month is going to be a bit of a downer no matter what we do, just because we paid off quite a lot. But that being said, we still actually managed to turn a bit of a profit, so that's not bad at all. But I want to get into the textile industry. Now, if we have a look at Gandalf, in terms of clothing, we can pretty much sell anything. Fibers all the way to light fabric, dyes themselves can be sold here, so on and so forth, which is actually pretty awesome, because we can make light fibers and we can make light fabric based on our research. We are going to have to set up berry farming to achieve that though, and we're going to have to set up making dye, so on and so forth. So first and foremost, we'll just start with the fibers, but ultimately we want to get to light fabric, because light fabric is a requirement for dolls. And once we get to dolls, we're actually going to be very capable of getting all the way to dolls' houses without much trouble at all. In fact, to that end, let's go ahead and place down a little bit of research on the furniture base. Now, we haven't researched anything in a little while, so we'll just allow that one to tick by for now. Alright, so we're going to want to set up a few things. First and foremost, I would like a new road just connecting up there. This is going to give us an area for our berry farming. Now, we should already have that available to us. Now, will berries be an orchard or a plant? I would say a plantation. However, I can't be entirely certain of this, so we're just going to plonk this down and hope for the best. Now, we kind of want it in a position where we're going to be able to easily have everything taken care of. I think we'd be able to just squeeze in a full berry farm here. Let's have a look. Now, if I want you to... Yes, we can set you... You're already set up as berries. That is marvelous. Okay, there we go. And we should be able to just squeeze this in. Ah, look at that. I like it when a plan comes together. There we go. Marvelous. Right, so that's one. Now, ideally, this water pump... Where is it? That's... Oh, it's quite far away. But we could build another water pump just down here to help with the plantation. So let's make that a thing that we do. Now that should actually be under farm still. So a water tower, perhaps even not quite there, perhaps, but we could happily plonk this here and take care of quite a lot of farms, and it would also have access to 2 separate water siphons, so that would all work out well for us. So there we go. This water tower should now take care of all of the needs of our plantations. Marvelous. Right, so we want 3 of them more than likely. But let's have a look. Now, I don't believe there is anywhere nearby that actually accepts berries. Now, there's an easy way of us checking, and that is to just go into, well, actually, destination. It's probably the wrong one. But are we storing any berries in here? Probably not. But let's just, for example, choose berries and see where could I send berries to. Where is the nearest commercial prospect? Manchester. Rassel does take it, but no. No, we're not going to be sending to Rassel. We are going to go ahead. Water Tower 3 is full. Great Water Siphon, okay, you're pulling from everywhere, and you're sending out to quite a few places, that's fine. We are actually going to want possibly... Well, that being said... No, I'm willing for you to drop off at the cotton warehouse. That should be fine. Right, so let's go ahead and have a look. Now, we're not selling this anyway, so we really do need to know exactly how much we're going to use. So the first thing we're going to need is a textiles factory. Now, we're going to be building up factories again, so that is going to cause us a bit of an issue. But let's go ahead and plonk you... let's do something around here. We will probably require a pollution solution. I promise I didn't do that on purpose, but I'm quite proud of it nevertheless. Right, dye. We're going to need 2 berries every 20 days. Well, that's fine. Each one of our farms produces 2 berries every 30 days. Okay, and we've got 5 of them, so we're producing 10 berries every 30 days. So how many dye factories could we have set up? So that's actually not bad. 10 every 30 days. So every 60 days we'd be producing 20. Wow, we could actually... Ooh, we need 6 every 40 days. Sorry, 6 every 60 days. So we could just about run 2 of them, but there'd be a bit of a loss. Let's stick with just one dye factory for now, and then we'll expand it out as necessary. Because the thing is, we can always add more berry plantations without any issue at all. Dye plant. There we are. We'll just leave that on dye for the time being. I'm also going to turn off the notification there because we don't really need it. So 1 dye plant. I would be surprised if it doesn't cause some level of pollution. So to preempt this and not have it affect our farms, let's go ahead and build a air purifier. And we can have you live just about there. There we go, and you can take care of that. We'll have this as the textile purifier, or textile air purifier. There we are. And sorted. That should request water from wherever and take care of everything it needs there without too much issue. Now, the dye plant will send the dye back to the cotton warehouse, so I feel that we need to change this one to textile warehouse, honestly. The fact that it is taking from the farms directly is fine. Now, we are going to want another factory, straight up, another textile factory, and we'll plonk this one down around here as well. There we are. This one is going to be making the fibers. Now, fibers just requires cotton. We're making so much cotton. We shouldn't have any particular trouble with that one, I don't think. Now, in terms of the destination, this now needs to only send out when it's got a minimum of cotton available to itself. We'll just leave that one as is for now. We don't need to really change it. This way, this will request the fibers, produce the fibers. We shouldn't have any trouble with this one. So let's call this Fiber Factory. There we go. We'll call this Fiber Factory 1 because realistically we are going to need more. And by the same token, we should name this one Dye Plant 1 as well. So we'll be slowly producing dyes. Now the next in the chain will of course be the Light Fabric Factory. Now we could have those set up here. And yeah, I see no particular reason not to. This road is going to get a little bit busy, but it should be okay. Now, what's the problem over here? You're lacking berries, but that's fine. It's because we haven't really started producing the berries yet, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Right, I want this set to light fabric, which means it's going to require 1 dye and 2 fibers. It'll produce 2 light fabric every 30 days, and this is going to produce 2 fibers every 20 days. So realistically, we don't need to do anything there. Honestly, we're probably producing 2 dye, so we could add another fiber factory and another light fabric factory without stressing our dye production. And I think that would be quite worth it, honestly. Light fabric factory 1. Oh, we can't put it in there. So we're going to have to call it plant because that takes less letters. There we go. That would and should be fine. And we'll add in the same down here. So another 2 textile factory, 1 there and 1 up there. Now, but the problem is we're putting that over here and we've got our purifier over there. We're not going to expand out any further than this then in this direction, and that should hopefully be okay. If I need to move the plant, then I need to move the plant. That's just the way it's going to have to be. Right, we want this one to be working on fibers. Good. Fiber Factory 2. And then Light Fabric Plant 2. There we go. And that should do reasonably well. With that done, we can have a look at Candaf and see how many light fabrics it'll be willing to take. It's willing to take 4 every 15 days, so we'll be willing to store 8. Let's set that up right now. So starting with the tier 2 resource, which will be the light fabric, we will allow you to store in Candaf. Let's pull this all the way down to 8. There we are. We will, however, also allow you to store fibers. Now fibers are tier 1. Let's have a look at you. However, with this one, because I primarily want it used for crafting, only store it when there's at least 10 in storage, but you're allowed to store up to 22 of it because there is a heck of a need in Candaf for fibers. Fair enough. And likewise with dye, actually. So yeah, we can just have any excess that we have, we can send on down. And once again, 22. So that should actually be pretty cool. With that in mind, I could go ahead and build a second dye plant. I don't think that would be a particular problem. Now, are you sending out? Are we sending the berries to the dye plant? We are, automatically. That's marvellous. Now, I've noticed the dye plant really isn't doing too well. So, I mean, off this one farm, we should be doing okay, because each field is producing 2. So even if you want to be sloppy with the math, you can just look for the least amount of fields to satisfy the requirement. One field will produce 2 every 30 days, but we need 2 every 2 days, so you can just count 2 fields. So we'd be able to run 2 plants off 1 berry plantation without any particular issue. That's fine. You will get it in time. Let's make sure this is berry plantation 1. There we go. That'll work out a little bit better. Right, let's get in the second factory then. Since we can happily make plenty more dyes, we might as well, I think. Nope, there we go. And this one should be set to dyes. And dye plant. Of course, autosave in progress. Those autosaves. You know what, though? If I didn't have it on, you know things would go badly. You know we would lose something. and it would make me most vexed. But there we are. That should all take care of things, and we should start seeing things moving through. Upkeep of all buildings reduced. Bardney. I don't care for that one. Thank you, though. But we should be okay while all of this is moving through. Now, we are starting to see a bit of a backup there. A lot of stuff is moving into this warehouse and then back out all the time. So we'll have to watch. Ooh. Well, well, well. Now then, that is very useful. I approve. Okay, so we need to bring light fabrics all the way up to Farnham. Yes, I will absolutely bid on that one, sure. Let's pop that bid in. And we're going to want to request light fabrics then. Let's go ahead and pop that in. So light fabrics will be a tier 2 item, I believe. Yes, they are. And store up to... Not that much. Don't be silly. Store up to 20. That will be fine. Now, assuming we get the contract, which it looks like we're about to, unless someone snipes a bid in. No. There we go. We have got a contract indeed, but that is going to necessitate us building another truck depot. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but I guess we can do it. Sure, we'll pop this little truck depot just down here. Hook this up, like so. And, yeah, sure, that truck depot should be able to make the deliveries as needed. This will be Textile's depot. There we are. Well, that should take care of everything we need. Okay, so for the time being then, I'm going to disable the destination for light fabrics. Let's turn those off for now. It's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Now, currently, we're making, or we should be. Did I not say that? Oh, I did not. My bad. My bad, everyone. That I imagine lots of people in the comments were already slowly losing their minds over that one. But I'm sorry. It's fixed now. There we go. So hopefully we'll start seeing more of this come out. Now, I'm disliking this. Disliking this a lot. Where are a lot of these trucks going? What we can do is we can bring certain trucks. If we make one way in this direction up to this area, then we can have the return traffic going down here. So let's set that up. Sure, that'll do. There we go. That'll remove a little bit. Now the problem is they're still going to have to go around and in, but it should prevent a little bit of the traffic up and around there. Or certainly it'll remove the traffic from that particular stop at the very least. We'll keep an eye on that and see how it goes. It is extending the length of time that they're going to have to move over there, which is a bit of a problem. Honestly, perhaps what I should do is remove this and have the trucks move out in this direction instead. Perhaps I could have any trucks from over here come down in this direction, but not up there. We'll keep an eye on it for the time being and hope for the best. Gameplay alerts. Auction 1, yes, I know, and it's grand. I'm very happy with it, indeed. Now, Shandaf, let's have a quick look at in here. Are we storing anything? Yes, we're stored one of each. Excellent. So a new revenue source is born. We aren't making the most money just yet. Noticing that. That is deeply unsettling. We're going to need to deal with that. Well, I could move the purifier over there and it might reach. Let's try that before I do anything else. Rather than worry too much about it. We'll hope that this will work. There we are. Demolish that. It's a bit of an expensive mistake, but we'll have to just hope for the best. Textiles purifier. There we go. And we'll see if that one can perhaps, as soon as it gets some water, get rid of that pollution. Because we can't allow that to spread down into the cotton fields. That would be very, very silly. There we go. Is that going to do its job at all? Yes, maybe. Doesn't look like it can. Looks like it's trying, but not quite. That said, blight cleared per day per tile. Cleaning radius of 30. We'll see. I wonder if we can improve that, though. Let's have a look at logistics administration. Chemical scrubber can build chemical scrubbers. Water treatment plants can build water treatment plants. Let's actually have a look at what we might be able to do. But for the time being, I think we might have to just move or build another one down there. This is the cost of building it out, unfortunately. Well, that one seems to be doing so much better. We might leave it for now, just see how things go. Escom, no, I'm not particularly interested in that one, but thank you. Thank you very much. There we are. Right, we've almost finished this one, which is actually pretty cool. Oh, deliver 9 milk to Llandaf. Now, that one is not one that I can take part in. I'm not producing milk, and I don't fancy getting into livestock just yet, because it would require a fairly extensive infrastructure. Namely, we'd need to be growing the feed for our livestock to produce milk, and I don't think there's enough use for it once we have it. It's not like we're going to be able to pass that on in any meaningful way, unfortunately. There aren't enough places that would make use of the milk. What's that there? That's a different looking building. Is that a firehouse? Yes, it is. Right, there we go. Chemical scrubbers. All right. Now, I'm tempted to just let things sit here, but we've got the furniture base. I mean, we could look now. It would be a long research, but we could start it. Sure. Okay, we're going to start working all the way down to... ooh, bestseller. Let's have a look at you. A new issue of everyone's favourite fantasy series has hit the shelves. Book demand plus 50. Deluxe book demand plus 50. Bookstore demand plus 50. Paper mill demand. Ah, fantastic. I approve of paper mill demands. Ah, glorious. That being said, however... we are almost complete with the Farnham request, so we might actually head over there and just check that out. Have we not delivered any? Oh, damn it. Damn it all. There I was, thinking we were fine. I don't think we're going to make it now. We almost certainly had it all. Oh, no. It was all there. Ah, you know what? I'm not that worried about it. It hurts, yes, but it is a thing that happened. Oh, that's such a shame, because it was all just sitting there. I was too busy thinking about textiles, damn it. Well, I was bound to make a silly mistake like that sooner or later. There we go. We can just start moving things back in. Now, that is starting to spread very, very worryingly. Let's have a look at the chemical scrubber. The chemical scrubber uses chemicals generated at the petrochemical plant to clean the surrounding area of pollution. Okay, then we're not going to be able to do that one. What about this one? The water treatment plant uses sand collected from sand collector to clean water tiles pollution. No, we're not going to be able to use this one then until we have further upgraded. So, unfortunately, as much as I don't necessarily want to, we're going to have to just accept that we're going to have to pop down a second textile purifier, and this will be textile purifier 2. There we go. And that should take care of that growing pollution problem we have over there. Okay, well, that's a big blow, I will be honest. We wasted 1 million. But that being said, we're well over 1 million. We've got well over a million more since we took the contract. A swarm of locusts has beset your farms, destroying your crops and growth. Oh. Well. That's annoying. Bloody locusts, of all things. Who's having the celebration? I need to find it. Where are you? Ah. Tripping up. Okay. Nice. Alright. I think we can perhaps take care of that. In fact, well, actually, it would be a long drive. Still, we could absolutely do a drive for that one. Let's wait there. Let's have a look. Permit to build in the region. Kirkswold. Where are you, Kirkswold? I've got a funny feeling that you're over here somewhere. My funny feeling was quite wrong. Kirkswold, what have you got? Nothing, really, really very little actually. No, that's not worth 10 million. My lord. Even if I want to just block someone else from having it, it's not worth 10 million. However, Chippenham, you're totally worth sending some trucks over. So, let's go ahead and set up a little source so that we can sell some of our textiles over here. We will probably then increase production. We want logistics, we want a warehouse just down about, sure, we'll have it right around there. There we go. Let's get you all set up. There we are. And this will be Chippenham Trade Depot. Let's make sure I can spell this correctly. What? Oh, you scoundrel. How dare. Let's get over there. There we go. We'll just call it Chippenham Trade. Now, I'm going to request, well, we'll have a quick look. How much can we use? 2 light fabric. That's not very much. So, every 15 days. So, we'll request 12 light fabric then. We'll go ahead and store up to 12. There we go. Do we want to bring fibers over? Probably not. We'll see. At least this is worth 51k, but those are really not worth that much. So we'll just leave it at Chippenham Trade with light fabric, and then we'll then move that on into Chippenham itself. There we go. Perfect. And we want to only give them a maximum of 4. It's not much, I know, but it'll have to be enough. That'll actually bring us in a decent little bit of extra cash, I imagine. We'll have to see how much it costs to move the vehicles over, but for the time being, it should be all right, I imagine. There we go. And we'll call this one Chippenham Truck Depot. Chippenham Depot then. There we go. That should do. So that will start expanding out our trading all the way over there. Now that is going to be a really long trade, to be fair. Now, of course, with this going on, we could go ahead and build an extra berry plantation. I'm not sure that that would be the best solution, but we'll see. Are you getting... Where are you actually sending to? Textile warehouse, yes, you are sending there. I'm a little bit concerned because you just don't have any water available. The grape water siphon is only sending to the grape warehouse. Okay. I'm going to have to add in a second destination here. We're going to have to go to manual. I do want you to send to the grape warehouse. There we go. But I also want you to send to the textile warehouse as well. That way we can be certain that these warehouses will have enough, because we don't have enough water right now. And that is causing us some problems. So hopefully this will start helping out a little bit. There we go. Hopefully. Let's have a watch, because nothing is going on right now. Deliver 9 leather. That is not a thing that we're going to do, I'm afraid. Let's go ahead and let some time pass. We may need more water. There's not enough room around here. I mean, I could build another water siphon over there, perhaps. We'll have a watch and see how this goes. We may be okay on the whole. We'll have a watch of that one. In terms of berries, have we got much stored? We've got a reasonable amount stored, actually. So that isn't too bad. Now then, in terms of our requests, destination-wise, we should be just sending that straight out as soon as we've got it. How are we doing for money? Yeah, we're making about 500,000 every month, and it probably fluctuates. We might make 1 million some months, 500,000 other months. For now, it seems okay. Our airfield is doing okay. We're currently not sending too many things, I don't believe. We have a look at our logistics routes. In terms of tier 1, we're sending some bricks to the Farnham warehouse. and we're probably then just sending them straight off the map, simply because we've already set up the infrastructure to make the bricks. Are we selling it to the state? Yes, the walls and the bricks are being sold. That's fine. So we're making sure that those are actually moving up there. There we go. Doll is complete. We're now on toy furniture. We're also sending light fabric, cardboard, and wall panels around. We're not doing anything at tier 3 yet. That will be the dollhouse. Though, interestingly, we could go all the way to that in textiles, because there is a demand for both napkins and summer clothes and winter clothes. May be worth us looking at. Truck dispatch cost reduced by 50%. Oh, I'm tempted with that one, actually. But it may be only trucks from Orst. I'm willing to bid against you. Oof, everyone's going for it. Now, I know not everyone is in Orst. 500,000... Okay, I'm not going any more than 500,000. That being said, the amount of trucks that I'm going I'll go up to 1 million. But that's it. Okay, no. Oh, too rich for my blood. Especially considering I don't know if it's going to work. That's fine. That is okay. Right, toy furniture is done. We're now moving on to the dollhouse. And that'll probably be the last thing we're going to need to worry about there. Then setting up the dollhouse, that's a whole other industry that we're going to need to work in. But we could go for summer clothes and napkins as is. Winter clothes would require leather. We're not going to go for that now. Napkins just require light fabric, whereas summer clothes require dye. That would give us a use for our excess dye. Now, which of the two is worth the most? Let's have a look then. Summer clothes are worth 93, napkins are worth 88. Let's have a look at the recipe book. How much is required to make them? We have a look at the textile factory. There we go. And summer clothes requires 2 light fabric and 2 dyes. Napkins just requires 3 light fabric. I think the summer clothes are going to be the one to go for. We will stack that up after Dollhouse, I think. And honestly, after that, I feel that perhaps it's time for us to get the next tier of efficiency there. Yes, I definitely think that would be worth going for. So we can spend up to 1 million a month on R&D if we particularly want to. And I think that would be quite useful for us on the whole. Now, if we are expanding our dyes, now let's have a quick look. Our dyes building up, they're not building up that much. Our berries, however, are building up quite a lot, so we could theoretically afford to get some more dyes. The only problem with the dyes is that we are using water. We've got a lot of things using water right now, and we are not stockpiling water here. That said, we could throw more money at the problem rather than more buildings at the problem. We could increase the efficiency. So the building upkeep would increase by 25%. The production time, though, would go down by 20%. It wouldn't affect pollution, hopefully. So, okay, yes, let's have a look at that then. The next thing we're going to want is gatherer efficiency then. We might even want to take that all the way up to 2, but we'll hold off on that one for now, I think. That is going to be the order of business. So, in the next episode, I think we're going to be looking to expand out our textiles into the summer clothes that we'll be able to then sell at Llandaf. In fact, we will then also be able to sell all the way up here. That would definitely be worth the travel. That would be very, very much worth the travel. We probably would stop trading light fabrics up here if we're doing that, because they'll also take napkins, and light fabrics can be used on either or. So yes, we will switch across. That's worth twice as much. That's almost worth twice as much, mind you. It would be using 3 of them, so it's not as good. But when you consider the transport costs, it might actually work out okay. Right, demand of hops. That doesn't matter to me, so you can go ahead and have that one. Now, to win the game, you must produce the prototype technology. You just need to sell 1 unit of whatever it is. A computer, a car, or a prepared meal. So, if we are going to continue the series, that is going to become a significantly higher focus. Granted, I will still be, obviously trying to make sure that we're solvent and we're making money every month. But we will start taking a much more aggressive approach to the prototype technologies. That being said, we have got three options, and I would like to hear from you on which one you'd like us to go for. Should we try and build the first car? Should we try and build the first computer? Now, the computer is going to take a lot of different things. Or should we go for a pre-made dinner? Now, we've already got some of the requirements that we're going to need for the pre-made dinner, especially if we start producing napkins, actually. We've already got the berries, and, well, we've already got oranges, so we can make the orange juice. In terms of the computing, we've got none of this. Absolutely none of it. Except maybe, maybe copper pipes might have some function in it, but we would probably have to build the entire infrastructure for the car industry and computer industries, whereas the pre-made dinner, we've got a tiny little bit of it already set up. But it is entirely open to suggestions, so do let me know in the comments below which of the 3 prototypes you think we should aim for. Bearing in mind, the AI can still beat us to it, so, time is a little bit of the essence, but we are actually rolling in money, so we can probably do a few things to scupper any AI plans to that regard, or just throw enough money at the problem that we'll be able to burn ahead. So let me know in the comments, and I really do hope you have enjoyed today's episode. And once again, congratulations to Colty Bear. Let me know on Discord with a DM, and I will get the key to you as soon as possible. But until then, and as always, everyone, do take care.